Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Ausra.
Let's start episode 78 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. And today's question was sent by Marvin. He writes, I am a beginner who still struggles with pedals. I really need your help. Nice and simple question, right? Imagine,
Yes.
Osha, you have a student who just started playing the organ. Maybe he or she has a piano technique of some sort and can read the notes, but the pedals are new for them. So, what would you suggest for starters?
Well, maybe just start with some pedal exercises. Don't try to play hands and feet together at the beginning. Do some simple, pedal exercises.
Don't even try to play pedal scales, right?
Sure.
Like in our pedal virtuoso master course, we have pedal scales and arpeggios over 2 octaves, over 1 octave. But that's more advanced technique. Yes. If you want to do that to perfect your pedal technique and advance to the next level, then it will work. But first you have to reach the basic level, I would say. Also, do you think that playing hymns, for example, with pedals would be helpful? Melodies of hymns.
Could be, yes, why not?
Melodies, simple soprano melodies.
But even at the beginning, I would say you just play everything in like very, very slow tempo. Imagine that each the note in the melody is written in the whole note values and play them as that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If you want to, make your pedal technique a little bit more fluent and not hit the wrong notes, then very slow tempo is the key. And repetitive practice. You have to practice over and over again, short fragments, maybe one measure at a time, 2 or even 4 measures.
Yes, and when you have without trouble, when you will be able without any trouble, to play the part in the bass, in the pedals, then you can add, hands and not both hands together, but maybe right hand and pedal first, and then left hand and pedal, and then everything together.
In general, I think a student should think about uh, their goals, right? First. And maybe my advice about playing hymns doesn't work for somebody who is interested in playing real organ music, right?
Yes, then take just, for example, G minor prelude, small prelude, little prelude by G.S. Bach.
And play just the pedal part.
Yes, because it's written in a long note values. It's very suitable for a beginner. Not a fugue of that prelude, but just the prelude itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We have many solutions for everybody, right? But not everything works for everybody. You have to think and adjust personally what you like, what is boring to you, right? Never play pedal scales and arpeggios if it's very boring to you, or never play exercises if it's too boring. Maybe treat real organ music as exercises.
Yes, you can do that. But some people love to play exercises.
Exactly. So for some people it's gold. And I know one of our subscribers, his name is Leon. He writes frequently updates on his practice, so he loves to practice exercises both on the manuals and on the pedals, and they challenge him really every day, and he seems to enjoy them.
Good for him. For example, when I was back in the School of Art, I loved exams of these technical skill exams. We had, exam where we had to play scales, arpeggios, chords, chromatic scales, and the skills in different combinations in thoughts, and so on and so forth. And you know why I liked it? Because I wasn't worrying about forgetting the text,
Mm-hmm.
which I had, during my other exams when I had to play a repertoire and I had to memorize it and to play from memory. So it just seemed so easy to play scales because you just know what it is and you don't worry about the text.
Well, yes, it's already pre-designed for you. You don't have to improvise or play something very difficult or from memory. You just play a simple scale up and down,
Yes.
or technical other studies like arpeggios or chords.
So I believe that some people, can just love to play exercises and skills.
Yes, and in some sense they feel some sort of improvement
Yes.
because they are improving actually, right? And they are improving their technique, right? Of course, they will lack the knowledge of applying that technique to real situation, to real music. That's another side of the coin. You have to, read music, real organ pieces regularly.
But going back to original question, with pedal technique at the beginning, you just have to be really patient and try not to be too much disappointed in yourself. I'm sure that in time you will succeed and you will overcome those technical difficulties.
Oh, by the way, Osha, how was your first experience with organ pedals? You remember?
Horrible. It was just horrible. I played this G minor prelude by G.S. Bach and I could not, get the right notes. At the beginning, there is like G and then C in the pedal in whole notes.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not get that C. I would, hit like D or something else instead of C.
Did you play with your inside or outside portion of the foot?
I don't remember now exactly, but it just did not work for me.
Your first teacher didn't tell you the
No,
exact
she did not.
precise technique. Well, yes, technique is important and it might get you quite far with organ playing. But as Osha says, be patient, right? And I think we all need to have some kind of reward every day to feel that we are progressing somewhere. So if you play a set of exercises, then you don't necessarily feel that you're progressing. Maybe try to play excerpts of real organ compositions with pedals too. Or Osha, tell us a little bit about your experience with bankers the other day. Did you demonstrate something with your feet, the
Mm,
lowest voices?
Yes, I demonstrated it.
What did you play with pedals for them?
Well, I just showed some experts, just improvised some.
Improvise. That's
Yes.
what I was looking for. The keyword, improvisation. Improvising a pedal melody is not something you should be afraid of, right?
Mm.
And it gets you familiar with the pedal board as well. You're creating a melody, but at the same time, the pedal board becomes your own a little bit, more and more every day. So, besides those technical exercises, besides excerpts of real organ compositions, why don't you play a melody of some sorts that you make up in your mind on the pedals too?
Sure, that would be great idea, and would help you to improve your pedal technique.
And play hymns on the pedals if you like playing hymns.
Yes, maybe for the starters, you could, do hymns in a closed position, and maybe you could play three voices in your right hand and pedal part, bass line in the pedal, and don't use your left hand at the beginning.
Oh, you
It
mean
it would make things much easier, I think.
You mean to play entire harmonization of the hymn. Uh, what about playing just the soprano melody with your feet?
Well, you could do that. I don't know how well you could apply it in the church service. I'm not sure.
Hmm. So explore everything, right? And keep something that works for you.
Yes.
That's the best advice, probably. Excellent, guys. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. Okay, this was Vidas.
And Usha,
And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.